What is going on, YouTube? Carter here with It Mindset. We've got another unboxing. Thank you for joining me today. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Hang out, become a member of the crew, join the community section on my channel, and let's hang out and talk about knives. So we're going to be using the Stout Orion to open this bad boy up, and there are reasons why I'm using this knife to open this box. In fact, maybe you know what that reason is. Maybe you don't. I posted about these knives on my channel, and here we go. I've got them in. Now there should be two in here. Yes, there are two in here. I'm a psychopath, and let me double check here. Congratulations, blah blah blah. You bought a thing. That's just the receipt. I'm an idiot, and well, I don't know about idiot. I'm a weirdo, and I got two of these because I bought one, and then I was like, man, was that the finish I should have got? Maybe I should have got the other finish. And then I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll get that one, and then I'll sell the one I don't like. And, you know, I did that whole dance. So this is another JB Stout collaboration, similar to this Stout Orion here. However, this one is with Reate. Yes, Reate, the creme de la creme of Chinese OEMs, right? They have their own brand that's really good in its own right, and then they also do OEM work that is just amazing. Really excited to check these out. We've got an actual labeled box here, which is cool. It's not just a blank box with a sticker or something else. This is his logo, JB Stout. Excited for this one. I'm really excited for this one. Let's open this bad boy up. I'm not sure which version this is. They're pretty similar. So we'll hang out with, oh my gosh. We'll hang out with one of these more than the other just because they're, you know, quite literally the same knife. And I cannot get this out of here. I cannot get this thing out of here. Look how tight that is in there. There's like no way to get this out. There we go. The old, ooh, that feels good. The old dump and pump, or I don't know what you want to call it. Let me put this away. I'm sorry for the unprofessionalism here. Oh, we got some oil seepage going around the the pivot here. So this is the Satin version. This is cool. This is cool. So this was my second choice for versions, right? This is the one I bought second. It wasn't my top choice, but then I got kind of FOMO, and I was like, man, should I have got this one? Very freaking cool. Let's compare the size to the Orion. I think they're quite similar. They are quite similar. This one is chunkier, though. It is a lot wider and a little bit less Persian-y with the blade, and looks to be a little bit thicker as well. Look how early that lockup is. Are these numbered? I have to apologize, guys. These this is a front flipper. These unboxings can be a little bit of a wild card, right? I'm checking this thing out for the first time. I've got my own thoughts bouncing around my head. I'm trying to decide what and when to say, what and when. This one's cool. So here's the thing. Some of you might be looking at this, and you might be a little confused, and you might be like, why does he think this is so cool? It looks a little rough and, you know, a little odd. Look at that little dimple detail on this backspacer right there. What's cool about this knife is this is the JB Stout aesthetic right here. This is what his knives look like. And then the fact that they were able to replicate this closely. I got to dump this one out now. There we go. That they were able to replicate this closely. And honestly, I wasn't even sure if Reate, it's going to sound weird, I wasn't even sure if Reate could do this. Because I felt like Reate might have kind of, I don't know. You know, when you think about doing something this different than what they typically work on, I was just wondering if they'd be able to pull it off, because this is not what you would typically see from Reate. I mean, how they've got the milling marks all left in here. I mean, I know this is due to kind of the machines that JB Stout uses in his shop. And I just didn't know if Reate honestly could pull off the same exact aesthetic. And they did. They did. It is a very unique knife. So this is the one that originally caught my eye, just the full blasted kind of, I don't know, it just seemed to work better for me. Everything kind of matched and it was uniform and just reminded me of that more old school CNC garage aesthetic kind of thing going on. But then I love my grind lines too. So I'm like, man, maybe I should get some grind lines. You can see the pocket clip is different. This has stonewash. This one is the acid stonewash, and then different hardware to match, which is domed, by the way. So nice kind of light domed on the hardware there. And just like I mentioned on this Orion here, one of the cool things is this gives you a chance to get a JB Stout design with modern upgraded steels. I think we are running, what are we running? M390. Here's all the information. This is called the SnappyBoi. If I did not say that before, I don't think I did. So you can get M390 steel instead of the D2 that he typically runs on his customs. You get the lock bar insert. You get the, he does do bearings on his knives, but you get ceramic bearings with the steel races like you would get from Reate. And you get the quality of Reate and everything else involved. So very, very cool. I like the detail on this backspacer here. Oh, I got to do, ergos are fantastic. So I am getting a full 4-finger grip. Let's do a comparison to the PM2. So you can see quite a bit smaller. Oh man, I am transitioning into enjoying smaller knives. This one is like a 3.25 inch blade, if I remember right, according to the specs. Probably depends on where we measure it. So 3 inches kind of to the top of the scale. If you want to go all the way to kind of here, then it's 3 1/4. Overall length is 7 1/8. Man, maybe 7. Yeah, like 7 inches. That is wild for me. That's wild for me. Nice front flipper, reverse flick. You've got a really good deep grind on that opening, whatever you want to call that, trough. Very cool. Nice jimping. Look how it's convex in there, concave, whatever. Very cool. Like, this just screams JB Stout. The fact that they were able to replicate his style of knife making so closely is really, really neat. The difference between these two knives, this one has his look and signature stuff, but you wouldn't, like, you could never confuse this with a custom JB Stout. Like, you would know this is too polished, it's too refined to actually be one of his knives that he produced. Not that he's not capable of it, but this just isn't the look he goes for, with kind of this bead blast finish on everything and the blue anno and the satin. But this, I mean, this looks like something that could leave his shop. Very, very cool. I will post a link to these if I upload this video in time and everything's not sold out. Right now, he brought these to Blade Show and sold them in person. And then he's got them listed on his his company website for sale. And then I think the third stop is to send whatever's left to some dealers, maybe. So if you want one of these, they'll probably still be on his main website for sale if you're interested. I did do a post about these on my YouTube, talking about it, and there was some confusion on what the measurements were, and so maybe this will give people a little bit of a closer look to see if they're interested in it. Right now, these are the only two variants available. You have the fully acid blasted everything, and then you have the stonewash hardware and pocket clip with the satin kind of belt grind and the satin flats with blasted inside as well. So, all right, guys, comment down below. What do you think of this knife? I love it. I think it's cool. Shouldn't have bought two, but it is what it is. All right, talk to you later.